Let's get it. Hard throb never.
You're tired of hearing about reparations? Then let the people go. Like when I've been posting these little audio clips up, there's some interesting responses in the comments. And basically people kind of upset about the fact that American blacks are making a demand for reparations. It's a whole lot of comments being dropped, whole paragraphs of stuff for something that's really built just for some comments. And I typically leave the comments up so everybody can see how people think, and particularly what they think about you as an American black. So I'll leave the comments up, try to respond to them as thoroughly as I can in regards to their points. So here's the thing. If the people who are against reparations don't, feel that reparations should be paid, okay, still doesn't change the fact that there was a heinous crime committed against the people that included terrorism and genocide. So if they don't want to pay reparations, then let the people go. How about that? You don't like the people that you've enslaved and that you've harmed. You keep talking about how much better off you'll be without them. You keep talking about how much they are a burden on your society, how they're a burden on you. Although I don't understand that, because if you watch the video, the 3% scapegoat that I did, then you'll understand what I mean by that. If you watch the video on in any of the other videos, you'll hear specifically who I say that it is that should get reparations. But what I'm starting to understand is that the people who have this thing against reparations, they don't really think through what it is that they're saying. They don't really think through their talking points. And then there must be this some type of cognitive / spiritual / ethical and moral block. Like they can't see the wrong done to American blacks in regards to like it's impossible. Like they can't see it. Like every other ethnic group, if something happens to them, they get compensated immediately, almost immediately, from here in the United States anyway. But it's like, if people don't like American blacks and claim that they are such a problem to, American society, then let them go. There's plenty of land out in the world somewhere. There have been other people who've been set up in their own lands. You see? If reparations is such a big issue, let the people go. Because remember, this is a people that you enslaved and that you claim that you stole or bought in another land and brought to the Americas. I don't so much know how I feel about that. But you have a problem with them saying, okay, look, our ancestors were done wrong. We want reparations, restitution. But the only thing that these people can say, these opposers of reparations, they'll say, well, you weren't in slavery. The slavery didn't happen to you. And that's where the cognitive dissonance comes in now, because it's like I said, if it's any other ethnic group and you talk about what was done to them, yeah, that needs to be made right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but only with American blacks, it's no, you guys need to get over it. Get over it. So what you're saying is people can enslave and brutalize and genocide and terrorize people. And if no reparations come of it or no correction comes of it, so be it. Keep on moving. No, no, no. Because we know there are too many other ethnic groups that repeatedly talk about their history and how they were done. And this is ethnic groups all over the world about how they were done. And, they get this correction by way of governments and things like that. We know how this works. But only with American blacks is the thing brought up of getting over it. Get over it. Like that's like, you can't make this up. And then the bigger thing that's being forgotten is that these other ethnic groups, for the most part, most of them are in their own land. They're in their own land and amongst their own people. They aren't an ethnic group being controlled by another race or ethnic group. See, this is the problem. So you don't have another phenotypical ethnic group controlling the Chinese. There's no other phenotypical ethnic group controlling the Japanese. Now, by proxy, they may, through governments and sanctions and stuff like that. But there's no other physical ethnic group in with them that's controlling and oppressing them. See, for the Chinese people, there's no phenotypically green group of people that are controlling them. All Chinese are all the same. All Vietnamese are the same as far as who they are. There's no phenotypically orange group of people controlling the Russians. There's no phenotypically silver group of people controlling and oppressing the Arabs, so on and so forth. I think you understand what I'm saying. But everybody expects American blacks to deal with another phenotype of ethnic group being in complete and utter control of who they are. Once again, you enslave these people. See, me, I'm of the ideology that no ethnic group should have another ethnic group over them at all. That's the solve and the resolve to all of this. You don't want to pay reparations? Let the people go. It never made sense to me how another ethnic group could control politically and otherwise an ethnic group and no one says anything about it. Well, this is okay. No. The fact that that's been allowed and people have been accepting that, that's the problem. And it's a problem because the other ethnic groups who have their own countries, they wouldn't go for it at all. You're not going to have another ethnic group that phenotypically is not looking like this ethnic group controlling what group can I say? Controlling the Spanish. But American blacks have to deal with Africans wanting to control and oppress us, Arabs wanting to control and oppress us, Europeans wanting to control and oppress us, Asians wanting to control and oppress us, and so on and so forth. And then when American blacks speak out about it and fight back about it, oh no, you guys need to get over that. That's stupid and moronic. You see, you're not gonna like shame people into not putting out these talking points because there really is no fight against these talking points. The first thing that people want to do is come with little claims that someone is less intelligent than they are. Yeah, let's not go there. Let's not go there. A crime has been committed. Terrorist activities have been committed. Genocide has been committed. Hundreds of years ago, and it still goes on today. As I've said, we still dealing with sundown towns in the United States. We're still dealing with American blacks going to certain parts of the United States and never going home. Rasheem Carter, may I remind you. That's just one. Yet you have the nerve to talk about blacks not deserving reparations, but it ain't never came out your dumbass mouth that the United States government needs to do something about towns that are terrorizing and murdering people, specifically American blacks, due to them being in a sundown town. Get the fuck out of here with your stupidness. You have so much smoke and so much to say out of your mouth in regards to an ethnic group saying that, yo, we need reparations for the mistreatment of our people and the continued mistreatment of our people. But it never comes out of your mouth to move the military on these towns and people who continue to perpetuate this hatred and these acts of terrorism against American people. My blood. Don't come to me with the bullshit. You see? So if you don't want reparations paid out, then let the people go. That's the solution. I've already talked about it. No more outer ethnic governance against American blacks. It's time for that to end. And if you really are talking about you're so smart and all of this and that, you're so smart, you're so above the old apish Negro who doesn't have enough scruples in that cranium of his. You're so smart. Yeah, none of y'all talk about moving on these still majority white, all white communities that are attacking American blacks still to this day. You won't even correct that, and you won't correct it because you're for it. There's no anti-American black hate crime bill. Anything that is mentioned to protect the lives and the rights of American blacks, everybody want to talk crazy. Like American blacks are the ones who are delusional. So I'm going to say it again. If you don't want to pay reparations, let the people go. And don't be stupid with the comments. Fuck out of here. I'm out.
Heart throb never.